beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for October 2021. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for any of those things, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Let's move straight on to your singles love reading, my beautiful Virgo. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, so of course we have moved into Libra season. That's about balance, harmony, justice, but also there is an element of romance and sensuality about this month as well. So let's go and see what energy is coming forward for you. I loved how the rays of sun came in as I cleansed your reading. So that was a very nice touch there. Felt very pleasant actually. So let's see if the energy reflects that as we move through October for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful, we've got Emperor card, we've got the World card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? Oh, wow. We have the Empress card. Beautiful energy coming right through there, my beautiful Virgo. Okay, so if you are looking for a divine counterpart, it looks like that there is some sort of movement in that area. I mean, we've got a match, okay? So let us see what is coming through for you. Now, just to let you know, of course, Mercury is in retrograde. So a lot of you will have been feeling it. I know a lot of people say, you know what, astrology, Mercury in retrograde means nothing. Yeah, tell that to all the media giants yesterday. So quite interesting. Very strong this time. I mean, 6 planets are currently in retrograde, so there's a lot of chaotic energy. But anyway, let's move through that. I was just letting you know about Mercury in retrograde because that tends to be the time where people from your past reach out, okay? So that doesn't mean an ex-love is going to reach out, but it can do. So I would expect one that you're energetically still charged to return. But if not, it can be people from your past, like friends that you haven't heard from in a while. Ex-colleagues or family members can also mean, you know, someone that maybe you had feelings for when you were at college, but nothing ever happened there. There was a frizz-on, maybe you felt like that person was not interested in you, and then they come back years and years later, Mercury retrograde, and they just reveal all. So let's see what's coming up for you. But we got the Emperor card, right? So this is in your protagonist energy. So right now you may be focusing on success or your career. The Emperor card is a card of, respect, of leadership, of strategy, of planning for the future. So you may be hoping to meet someone to settle down with, but at the moment the Emperor card can mean that, you know, you're in a state of doing something because it is a masculine energy. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's just about the energy. So you're in that energy of doing, making sure that your world is, going the way that you'd hoped, whatever plans that you have in action, really trying hard to activate them and keep moving forward, flushing out opportunities as you close out the year. I really feel like there's an expansion of success. So for example, if you're moving into a position of authority or into a leadership role that brings more responsibility, I would say expect more money here in this area, but also I would say that this is about entrepreneurialism. So if you're thinking about setting up your own business as well, your focus may be about wanting to settle down and finding a divine counterpart. But I feel at the moment, the energy, if you're in a solitary energy, because this is a singles reading, I feel like you're really focusing on your own needs and on success, okay? That's a perfect sort of example of how to extend your energy when you're sort of in a single kind of single energy, I would say. but I feel like you're ready. You are ready to settle down or take, love a little bit more seriously, okay? Because you may be focusing so much that you're like, it would be really nice to have someone who, I can cozy up with at night. Now, the Emperor, doesn't need nobody, but wants somebody, okay, to rule by their side. Equality. So I do feel like either you and a person that either because we got the World card right here in the center. So that's why I was talking about Mercury retrograde. Not every sign has someone returning. Sagittarius, they don't really have that energy. I mean, it peeked through a little bit, but they didn't have it. But every other sign, they had a Judgment card, which means someone wants a second chance. And you've got the World card in the resistance position, which means unfinished business or tying up loose ends in an area where you either want to close out a chapter of your life with somebody or with something, and you want to move forward to new. Now, this is a singles love, so I'm going to concentrate on new, but if someone, if there's a past energy that pops up, I'll mention it briefly just so you're aware, because I can't like see a return card and just ignore it and be like, oh, it's not happening. The World card basically in the resistance position is like it's in the reverse, which suggests there is unfinished business, or there's no closure in a certain situation. This can mean something's incomplete, or perhaps you're having to give yourself closure on something, or you feel those doubt. Now this can mean if you've closed out a cycle from the past and you're not looking to go back that way, it can mean that you feel doubt here right now of ever finding love or finding a counterpart. So there may be a little bit of, apathy or feeling cynical with this energy. You may feel a little bit uncertain. But this is your challenge for October, which is to close down old cycles, move into new if you're looking for new, tie up all those loose ends, but also completion of a lesson. The world often teaches us a lesson. So, for example, if there was that one that got away and, you after that met other people who tended to have a similar vibe to that person, something that perhaps a lesson that you had not learned with that person, it will be repeated. Lessons get repeated until such time as we learn or we take note and we go, okay, we're not going to let that happen anymore. The World card is a victory card, okay? So it does mean that the challenge here you'll overcome the challenge for the month of October, and you will be successful. This is, an energy of attainment, of celebration. So I feel like your vibrations are ascending, and the World card says you're going to be in the right place at the right time, at the right moment to meet the right person, okay? The World card always says you're right where you need to be. You're right on track. So you may be like, but Baba, I've had no love for many, many years. Sometimes we actually come here with a mission, okay? You may feel, especially with the Emperor card, that you've got this unquenchable thirst for knowledge, but also for a mission that you feel like you have to close out. You're unstoppable in this energy. Sometimes Spirit says, well, we got to block love, or we got to block a distraction, because if you settle down into that energy, I mean, you could also, of course, do a relationship and career, or a goal or a mission and a love relationship. But sometimes certain situations get blocked on purpose. There is intention there. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that World card to see what's going on there before we move into the Empress. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We've got the Herald of Cups and we've got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I mean, it's blocked. The Herald of Cups, is your equivalent of, a Page of Cups. Someone who comes in, trumpets love, says that there is love. Now, there's also an Ace of Swords here in the reverse. So either, I have to acknowledge the fact that it could be someone you're not talking to who was a little bit immature or codependent in their energy, because that's what the cards mean. It could mean that you've really sacrificed a lot for a union, and it went sour, and there's a lot of sort of immature energy that came out of that you are processing. It doesn't mean that you want to go back that way. It can mean that energetically it may still be in your field, where you're like, it pops into your head sometime, and maybe you feel a little bit of nerves that what if this happens again? You put your heart on the line for someone, and you got burnt. So it could be that it's still a lesson that needs to be closed out here. It could also be because they're giving me a sentence right now, Virgo, and they give me this sentence occasionally, so I do apologize if it is something you've heard before from me, but they're giving it to me again, so I have to give it to you, because if I don't, it won't go away. I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, and it is, when love walks in, common sense walks out. Okay, so excuse me. There's an element here with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, indicating, you know, it's stressful. You may feel like, I mean, literally, this means stressed or blocked. Okay, and you got love there in reverse. So they were giving me that energy right at just before I mentioned, you know, that sort of cliche thing of love walking out when, love walking in, and common sense walking out. It basically means blocked. Okay, love that is blocked. And that may be for a reason. So, you know, Ace of Swords is, you know, some sort of mental blockage, or maybe you felt like this person was a bad sort of judgment. Herald of Cups means, you know, someone either withdrew their love, or you may feel like there is no love around at this time. So again, it's just saying there's a reason why things are blocked at this time, and all will become clear. The right person, right time, divine timing will show up in your world. You've got the Empress card right there. So there is a vibrational match, but I just wanted to see what was going on there. Now, you may have dealt with someone in the past who was dishonest. Okay, because the Ace of Swords in the reverse can mean someone who was a little bit loose with the truth, let's put it that way. Someone that had lack of accountability, someone who pushed you away, someone who caused a lot of mental blocks, someone who sabotaged the union. Okay, so you may feel, you know, that you've been a little bit hard done by when it comes to love. And I'm sending you a huge hug out there, my beautiful Virgo, because, you know, I feel like sometimes the journey that I've been given in life myself was to understand human psyche in many different ways and forms, because when you remove yourself from a pain, and I have also, of course, been through heartbreak. I mean, show me a human who really hasn't. But anyway, you know, I'm not saying I fly the flag of knowing. I don't. I'm learning every single day. But, you know, I feel like the journey I've been given is to understand things from many different viewpoints other than my own, even though I've been the one who's sacrificed and been hurt and burnt and thrown on the floor and all of those things, you know, by life. I feel like it was to understand so that I could help sort of transmute why things may happen, or understand people's motives, because sometimes they're just crazy. You're like, what? Why did someone do that? I've even asked myself many, many times, why did I do that? I didn't mean that. I didn't want to tell that person that. I love that person. Why did I? Why? You know, I even wrestle with my own brain sometimes, where I'm like, what the? You know, so, you know, sometimes we just do things because there's either trauma there, where our gut instinct is to go to block mode, or, you know, so anyway, my point being is something was blocked on purpose. Now, it may mean that you're moving through that and wanting new, but we do have the Empress card right there, which indicates there is love, there is harmony, there is abundance, there is happiness, there is pleasure. So you're going to meet someone who is in your vibe. Now, we've got Aries energy, we've got Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius energy, and we've got Libra and Taurus here as well. Now, you could meet someone who's got those placements, or you may have strong placements in those areas where you match with that person, the new person who's coming on in. This means that there is going to be someone who is very attracted to you, and vice versa, okay? Now, it can also mean, of course, depending on what you want, but I'll do that in another reading, it can mean that you and a person that you're separated from learns a lesson. And finally, you come together, because now is the time it is meant to happen, because you were meant to be blocked for whatever reason, whatever path that you chose in life before you came here. Maybe it was blocked until you and your person spiritually ascended to the right frequency for you to come together. But that will be for another reading, because this is a singles reading. The Empress card here is love. Okay, it is, you know, you attracting the right person. Now, maybe you meet this person. I don't feel like, I mean, they could have a similar work ethic, similar work vibe that you do, very successful person, but someone who's actually very creative as well. So I don't feel like you would want to be with someone you work with, because I feel like you want to keep that part separate. It's not that you wouldn't, but I feel meeting someone new, I feel like maybe you would want to keep that separate, but I feel in some way it could be related. So let us see. I'm going to go and do a Celtic cross for you and see the details of who, what, where is coming in for you. Now, just to let you know, the opening cards I used were the Ex Animo Tarot deck by Bono Gur, and now I'm using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments by CATRIN WELZ STEIN. I'm only reading the uprights in this deck, apart from the challenge position, okay, just so you're aware. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding singles love for October 2021? Okay, now just as I was shuffling there, they gave me the name Grant. Grant. So either your name is Grant, a nickname perhaps, or a surname. Please take it as it resonates. I mean, it could mean you live on Grant Avenue or something like that. It could be the name of the building or the company that you work for. It could also mean that, you could be applying for a grant or a bursary for a project, and you meet somebody connected to that. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. They just sometimes throw out images to me or names or things like that if you're new to my channel. So Grant, please take it as it resonates. Now, the heart of the matter for my beautiful Virgo, Three of Pentacles, building your world, rebuilding. We've got the Hermit crossing, so that means you're in a solitary energy, feeling like you're getting a lot of spiritual sort of downloads, enlightenment, learning a bit more about yourself and your own needs. But right now you're in a solitary energy, so the challenge is you may feel like there's nothing around, or nobody around that has caught your attention in terms of love. Let's see what else is coming. King of Wands, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? We got the Moon card. Interesting. Now the Moon card is about opportunities just popping out of nowhere. They want 3 in this position, so I'll give it to you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Whoa. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Now they're just showing me something which, oh wow. Okay, they're just showing me something which, will only connect to you, I guess, in the moment. And they're showing me someone sort of scrunching up a napkin and just throwing it to the side. Okay, now whether you threw it to the side in the bin or whether you threw it to the side on the table thinking I'll catch that later and put it away, it looked like a napkin to me, but it looked like a paper one, okay, rather than a cloth one. So if that's you, if you're listening to this reading and you just scrunched up a piece of tissue in some way or napkin and just went like that and just threw it to the side briefly, there's something in this message for you, okay? I mean, if you did that like 2 weeks ago, a year ago, then no, of course, that it doesn't mean it's you they're picking up on the energy. It's in this moment. It's pretty much maybe it's just before you started listening to this reading, you threw it to the side, press the button, or when I'm actually talking about it, okay? So I'll leave it there. I mean, spiritually, I'm trying to decode whether it could be an image that could be decoded spiritually. I mean, it could be, something that's unnecessary, throwing it to the side. I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to leave that, okay? Anyway, if I can't get the image or decode it, I will leave it there, Virgo. I'm not going to try and wrestle with something that, if I can't get it, I'm really honest and I'll say, I can't get it. I'm not going to fabricate it. That's just the clear image I'm getting, and I'll just leave it like that. Anyway, Three of Pentacles. This is the heart of the matter. Perhaps you're trying to rebuild a delicate situation. Maybe that situation is your heart. It could be that you're focusing on your finances, working as a team, collaborating in order to earn more money. As you can see, that flower is pretty delicate. So either you felt like you got left in a delicate situation and you're trying to rebuild yourself stronger. As you can see, that flower is now made of bricks. There is a sentence, that is a bit of a cliche as well that they're giving me. Wow, getting all the cliches today. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You probably just said that before I actually said it, because it feels like it is channeled, not just from my guides. I feel it was a collective thought. So, we got a little click there. I hope you heard that on the camera. So they are indicating it was a collective thought. But anyway, Three of Pentacles says you're rebuilding something, or you are trying to build security. Now, you may be on your way to building security, because Three of Pentacles obviously leads to the Four of Pentacles. But this is about laying a solid foundation. So you may have learned it in the past, when you meet someone who is wonderfully passionate and you get caught away with the emotion and everything like that, that you need a solid grounding in a relationship for it to go any further. We've got the Knight of Fire deep down here. So I feel like there may have been someone who was a bit temporary in your world, who comes in and out of your world. Now, you may have wanted something a little bit more solid with that person, but it may have been difficult to pin down this person. So I will clarify that energy, because the Knight of Wands sometimes can be called someone who is, you know, very lusty, free-spirited for life, here today, gone tomorrow, that sort of thing. Someone who may sometimes make you jump a little bit through hoops, or try to, and, you know, it's alluring. It's like fire, you know, it's alluring. It's like that moth to a flame, and you get drawn in and then you get burnt, okay? So anyway, I'll come to that when I come to it. But I feel like Three of Pentacles, I feel like you're in a good position. I feel like you're building stability. I feel like you're getting yourself ready for settling down, okay? Because the Four of Pentacles is long-term security. The challenge here in the in your position is the Hermit. I mean, Virgo, this is your card. So the Hermit card tends to be a solitary energy. The Hermit takes themselves into a cave, as it were, to really sort of focus. Extreme focus on their own needs, so not wanting distractions, you know. So again, as I said, sometimes a relationship can be blocked. You know, the right person, you can meet them at a certain time and it can be blocked because you've got to focus elsewhere. And then when the moment is right, many years later, many months later, it depends on the journey that you chose, you can come together. But as this is a singles reading, I mean, there's new love coming here. We got an Ace of Cups. So the Hermit basically says you may feel right now that there are moments where you feel very isolated in a single energy. I mean, you don't need somebody, Virgo, but you would like somebody. So I feel like there's a difference, and you are good all by yourself. You've got that Three of Pentacles, you know, so I feel like you're building a stable environment for yourself, and you're self-sufficient. The Hermit card, I do feel like the Hermit card is... There's a couple of energies coming off this. One is you don't want to repeat a past mistake. So whether you feel like that's with somebody who is returning from your past, because why would I get that energy? Or maybe you're looking with nostalgia at the past and thinking, oh, that went wrong because of this XYZ. And you're thinking, when I see a red flag like that, I'm going to pay close attention, and I don't want to go down that route again, okay? The Hermit... you may feel like there's just no opportunities right now, especially since we're going through a major like world event where it's very difficult for anyone to really meet somebody because, you know, there's going to be restrictions in different parts of the world depending on where you're at. So I feel it's a little bit more difficult, but the universe will bring you what you need. You will meet the right person when you're meant to, no matter the circumstances. Excuse me. And also, the Hermit card, if you really look at what is going on in this Hermit card, this figure here, like a mermaid type figure. Now, mermaids are very magnetic, okay? They know their worth. They're very alluring. And it represents you in that solitary energy, shining your light, your inner light. So you're being your wonderful self, coming back to a level of authenticity. You're receiving a lot of knowledge, downloads, being reflective about what you want, being really truthful and honest with yourself, and you know, you're growing. You know, there's a lot of growth and wisdom here for you, and as you know, you are being unapologetically yourself. As you can see, there's two ships there. The world is revolving. Now, one ship, it looks like, has already sailed. You may feel like that was a missed opportunity because it didn't catch, and maybe you're going to have to let someone go from your past fully, okay? But what they're indicating here is the knowledge of knowing that there is another ship waiting in the wings to come along. Doesn't mean that you're replacing somebody. Doesn't mean that you you know, want to even replace somebody. It feels more like an opportunity that got missed is very, very painful. But know that there is love for you. You are not going to sit on that lighthouse forever, just shining your beacon. There will be another opportunity for love coming along. So if you felt like there, you know, you're going to sit there forever and you know, no one's going to notice you, I feel like you are turning heads in October. I feel like you're turning heads in general, Virgo, but sometimes you may not recognize it. I feel like in October you will start to notice, okay, people noticing you. Oh my gosh, what's that song? Oh my gosh. Okay, they're giving me a song. It's ABBA. Knowing me, knowing you. Aha. There is nothing we can do. Knowing me, knowing you. I'm going to have to look up the lyrics of the song. That's all I'm getting right now. I mean, if they give me more, I will let you know. But that, knowing me, knowing you. Now, either you're going to meet somebody that you just deeply know straight away, or this is someone that you know. There is no, I mean, there is nothing we can do. So maybe you felt there was restriction somewhere. I'm going to have to look at that song. I mean, either that song was on the radio just before this reading for you, or it is something that played in the background while you're listening, or this is going to be a song that you hear right after the reading, or at a poignant moment in October. I would pay close attention. I would write it down. I like to write things down just to see. But anyway, that's the song they're giving me. Maybe it's a song that your person sent to you, someone from your past or something. Anyway, I'll leave it there. As I said, this is not a past relationship reading. The Hermit, there's going to be someone coming along, okay? But right now you feel the challenges, you're feeling a little bit alone. And although you don't need nobody, there is an energy here of sometimes feeling very reflective, very insular, and feeling a little bit, you know, those moments of isolation and sadness, maybe withdrawal here with this card, feeling like perhaps I'm meant to be alone, okay? That's not the case, Virgo. We got an Ace of Cups here, and we've also got a Four of Cups as well. So anyway, deep down, we got a Knight of Wands. So either you were really unfortunate to have met a player in life, or maybe you feel like that fire in your belly to go out and, you know, find somebody, because the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands, doesn't have to be a player energy, okay, Virgo? It can mean that you'd lost your motivation, your drive to even find somebody. And when you feel like, oh, well, you know what, I'm probably going to be alone. It's probably not going to happen for me, this love thing. Sometimes we lose the motivation, the drive to even, you know, try. So we start to become a little bit cynical. We don't want to, but we just start to accept that maybe this is our circumstance, and we lose that little spark. Now, this is in your gut. This is deep down here. So that Knight of Wands can mean that you are actually finding that passion again. It can be you're determined for you know, a new adventure, or you're determined to take creative action to find new love. And especially since you've got the Emperor there, the Emperor is a doer. It is the masculine energy of to do. So I feel you may be finding that motivation once more to seek new love. So let me just go and see what that energy is coming through. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify this Knight of Wands for my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? Oh, the Tower. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We've got the Nine of Cups, and we got the Devil in the reverse. Okay, so, I mean, I would say deep down in your psyche, someone shocked you and, you know, left you perhaps. I mean, the Tower is, you know, basically the Tower, a lot of people go, wow, this is really negative. But the Tower actually is an opportunity to rebuild something. And especially since you got that Three of Pentacles, something crumbled. Okay, for you. I mean, at one point it may have been everything you wished for, because we got a Nine of Cups there, but it's in the reverse. They're indicating here that you cannot, you know, look for quick results to rebuild something. The Tower basically means a paradigm shift, a transformation. Something is taken away to replace it with something greater. And it may feel uncomfortable at the time, but it is necessary for our spiritual growth, but also necessary to achieve better and go, you know, receive a higher love. The Devil card in the reverse says you're letting go of something that was you were attached to, or you're freeing yourself up from something that was controlling or obsessive or toxic in some way. Okay, so whether it was abusive relationship, that, you know, there was a crumbling here, there's definitely an energy of, you know, deep down, you know, you're hoping that, because I was getting that energy off the Hermit, not repeating past mistakes or noticing red flags on something. So, I mean, there's an energy of someone being burnt here, okay, Virgo? So if that's you, I'm sending you a huge hug out there, but they're indicating something, you've detached yourself from something here that I feel like you potentially had a lucky escape from, okay? In your past, we got King of Wands. So again, that because it's in the past, again, it tells me of this energy of, you know, you were courageous. You put your heart on your sleeve. You were inspired by life, and you aligned yourself with your passion. And I feel like perhaps there was a confidence that got knocked here. So let me just pull a card on that King of Wands. I mean, it's in the past, so maybe you've just decided that, you know what, you're going to be yourself unapologetically. You're going to get out there and you're going to sort of be spiritually influenced to follow your passion. The Sun in the reverse. There's a waiting energy. The Death card. Okay, so either you felt like you were waiting for someone who had Aries in their chart, or Scorpio in their chart, or Leo even. The Four of Swords. Get ready. Oh gosh. Let me see one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful... The Emperor. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I could feel it. That's why I need to go one more, and we get the Emperor again. So, I mean, the Sun card says, in the past there was some waiting, okay? I mean, there's still waiting, of course. You're waiting for, you know, a divine counterpart. But the Sun card in reverse says, you know, you may have felt not fulfilled or unhappy in something, and the Death card says you're transitioning through that energy, and you know, you're releasing something in order to move forward away from stagnant energy into a wonderful new beginning. You may be even thinking about rebirthing something with somebody that you felt you were not ready, or it was not ready. But again, I don't really want to talk about the past, but it keeps like popping through, a little peek through there. The Four of Swords says, you know, if you're in a solitary energy and nothing's happening at all, it feels like get ready, because things are going to happen. It's crossed by the Emperor card, so that means there's going to be action, there's going to be success, there's going to be someone who wants to settle down in a relationship with you. But I feel like you're taking action to pursue that, okay, with that card. Whereas before, I feel like you did it before you got burnt in a situation, just because that's there. But I feel like passion, I just feel like all of a sudden you've got that motivation to find love, because the King of Wands is actually looking directly at the rest of the spread. It's like, what am I missing out on? Okay, what is it I really want? Where does my passion lie? And I feel like you are someone who is very courageous to get back on the horse again, as it were. If you got burnt in the past, you know, you've done a lot of healing, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to seek new love, because this King of Wands is looking right over here at the love options, the future. You're looking to the future. That's the energy that I get. Now above you is the Moon, uncertainty. Okay, now that uncertainty may have come from the fact that someone made you jump through hoops, or tried to, Virgo, and you're like, no one's going to control me, because you're in the control position with that sort of Emperor card. So I feel like you're taking back that power. The Moon basically says out of nowhere there is love, or someone reveals that they have feelings for you. This is a sort of trust your intuition, it will never lead you astray kind of energy. So I feel like you will have a choice, Virgo, with when it comes to love. But the Moon card can mean caution, because you've got you know, these are two opposing cards, so at opposite ends of the spectrum. Deep down, you know, you've got experience of something that maybe was temporary, or you know, you thought you knew something, you trusted your vision on something, you went after it, but in some way it either made you jump through hoops or you got burnt there. And the Moon card says now you're a little bit cautious because of that. Okay, you know, the foxes, they tend to mean you know, caution, someone trying to be crafty, things like that. So the Moon card also does indicate that out of nowhere, or behind the scenes, the universe is working miracles for you to bring you, you know, what it is that you desire. And then all of a sudden there is love. Now I'm going to pull a card on the Moon card, because it's been coming up a lot in the readings. So I just feel like someone is going to reveal a depth of feeling for you, Virgo, that's going to surprise you. Okay, thank you so much. The Nine of Cups. Oh my gosh, is this the person that you wish for? The King of Swords, someone who's thinking about you. Yeah, they're not coming forward quickly. The Herald of Wands in the reverse. We'll do one more. Thank you so much, guys. You want that one, yeah. The Hangman, they're waiting. This person is thinking about you a lot, Virgo. I mean, I know that doesn't help you because you're like, who is it, Baba? Who is it? Or you may know who it is intuitively, is thinking about you, but you're on their mind all the time, Virgo, all the time. The Nine of Cups, this person, they take their time, really do take their time. I feel like this person is focused on goals. I don't feel like it's a financial goal that they're focusing on. I feel like it's a workaholism energy that's coming out here, that it's on a dream. This person, King of Swords says this person is thinking about you before they act. They are, this person, they're quite logical in their mind. I mean, I feel there's passion and feeling here, but they suppress it, okay, when they're with you, because it's almost like they don't want you to see through them. They don't want you to see the depth of feeling that they have for you. But what's the point in that? I mean, surely it's about being vulnerable and open and saying, hey, there's love here. I'm madly in love with you. Let's spend the rest of our lives together. The Herald of Wands in the reverse. Now, this can mean that this person struggles with maturity sometimes. Okay, so, I mean, because we've got a juxtaposition between a king energy, someone who's thinking about you, and we've got a Herald of Wands, which means sometimes, they just feel like they're not courageous enough to tell you. And the Hangman says they are waiting. They're waiting, watching, thinking. Okay, so I do feel like this person is thinking about you. Someone who may be Gemini in your world, or they may have Pisces in their chart as well. Could be water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. But there is someone thinking about you, Virgo. Let me see. I'm just going to see, are they going to... In October, are they going to tell my beautiful Virgo how they feel? Queen of Cups in the reverse. They're a little bit insecure, this person. Okay, so I would say at this time they're suppressing their emotions. After October, will they tell my beautiful Virgo how they feel? Oh, okay. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. It's 50-50. We got an Ace of Pentacles here, okay, and we've got a Ten of Pentacles. So this person is the sort of person who goes from 0 to 100 in like seconds. Ace of Pentacles, I feel like it'll be a little bit later. It won't be directly after October. I feel like there'll be a little bit of a wait. Okay, I feel like this person's thinking about their finances or their career or their goal, whatever that is. And then I feel like Ten of Pentacles, they will come in and tell you how they feel. And they want to invest fully, but I feel they're holding off for whatever reason. Maybe they feel like they're not financially in a place to come towards you. And sort of, I mean, love has got nothing to do with finances, but some people believe that they have to get a career or a goal or something before they settle down. So this person feels like they got to achieve something that is worthy to give you or to be in a position to offer love. So, I mean, how does Virgo feel about this person? Let me see. Because there's new love coming on in here, but I just want, how does Virgo feel about this person? Knight of Pentacles. You see this person's stubborn. You don't think that it'll probably work with this person. Knight of Pentacles, I don't feel like you would offer them anything at this time. So whether they come through and tell you or not, I feel it's neither here nor there for you because you're like, meh. Okay, I feel like you're definitely looking for new here. Now, in the near future, we got Ten of Swords. So Ten of Swords, I'm going to pull a card on this one in particular because you may feel like this is a big old headache. It's just one last thing that you just really don't want to think about. You're hoping for love, and you don't want to overthink this. Also, it came up in the Sagittarian reading, and they're giving me this energy again. Looking for new love is like looking for a needle in a haystack, okay? You feel like it's impossible to find at this moment in time. So it may make you feel a little bit like anxious there. I do feel like there's a new start coming here, though, with this card, because I just feel you're trying to detach yourself from the overthinking. Four of Wands, yeah. Four of Wands, I mean, let's go again, because Four of Wands can also mean sort of homecoming or someone coming back into your world, okay? But the Four of Wands means a higher level of commitment, wanting to get engaged with someone or settle down with someone. Four of Wands is a celebratory energy. The Strength card, Patience, Ten of Cups in the reverse, Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh. I mean, every reading that I've been doing, especially with all these planets in retrograde, to clarify the card with a different deck, I've been getting the same card in a different deck, okay? So we got a Ten of Cups here, which can mean someone, either you feel like there's no love and you're being courageous and just like being really positive and trying to hope for the best. The Ten of Swords says, you know, it's just too painful to even think about. But it can also mean, like we got a Ten of Swords and a Ten of Cups there. It can mean that someone you're separated from, you know, it's just closing out. It's painful to think that you're having to leave that behind, but you're having strength and you're being positive to look forward to the future. I mean, there's a slight energy of a reunion energy coming up, but again, I mean, you can reunite with that person if you want, and you can heal it with a person if you want. Let me see. It keeps... I'm going to address it because if I don't, it'll keep coming up. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. If my beautiful Virgo wants to reunite with somebody and heal something with them, can you show me the energy there? Nine of Cups, yeah. If that is your wish is fulfilled. Nine of Cups says wish fulfillment, okay? So you can reunite with someone should you wish to, Virgo. Depends on whatever it is that you're wishing for, okay? So I just wanted to get that out of the way so they can move on. We got Four of Cups. Four of Cups is when you're feeling unfulfilled, apathy, you're feeling like meh, there's nothing happening, there's nobody around for you to love, no one even, you know, you're feeling pretty fed up, left out in the cold. Spirit has got your back, literally in this card. They are protecting you. As you can see, the umbrella is protection. So I feel like out of the blue, there is love. Okay, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, a Four of Cups figure is looking really bored with the options that they've got. Could you please show me? Thank you so much. Four of Cups. As you can see, the cloud there is very tumultuous. So there's been, you know, nothing going on. It feels stormy weather. This figure is looking at those cups like, well, I'm not fulfilled with any of those. They're not sparking that part of me that needs to be inspired, or all those relationships just didn't go where I was hoping they would go. There's definitely an opportunity for Spirit to bring you in another cup that is more fulfilling than before, and as you can see, that cup is bigger than all the other cups when you measure it. So I feel the universe has got your back and is bringing you another out of the blue kind of love, and it is new love, okay, because we got an Ace of Cups. Aces tend to bring new energy, so this is divinely guided from the universe. New love coming on in the near future, may I add, in the near future. This is the near future position. It is a transformative love. As you can see, there's thousands of butterflies there coming out of that cup. The cup is overflowing with love, but there's that one person or that one love opportunity there that is going to be transformative. And I feel it's beautiful. It will lead to a higher level of commitment, a proposal of marriage if that's what you're hoping for. Not everybody wants to get married or settle down in that way, but it is love, and it is pure, and it is offered, and it is overflowing. I do feel like that person will be a reflection of the frequency that you are in. So you'll meet someone who's on the same page as you, someone who wants the things that you want, because they're really highlighting for me, I really see it in this card, but they're highlighting the reflection for you at this time. Now let us see how you're feeling, the advice that you would give to yourself in this moment, the advice my beautiful Virgo is giving to themselves in this moment. Ace of Wands, look for new, be inspired. We got a High Priestess there. We got a lot. Virgo, you're showing up a lot here in major positions. Okay, so because we got the High Priestess there as well, Virgo energy. So Ace of Wands, you're telling yourself you've learned a lot, okay? You may have had some painful lessons there on rejection, or maybe even false starts in relationships, but I feel like you are looking for new with that Ace of Wands. As you can see, the book there is open. So this is the story of your life, okay? This is like you're turning a new chapter, and then you're blossoming despite what has gone on before, and you're motivated, or you have a desire, an urge to find new passion, and you're open to it. You are accepting of it. So I feel like you're about to welcome new passion into your world, and you're prepared Okay, you've done the spiritual work. The Hermit card says that you are spiritually aligning yourself with yourself. You're finding your truth and what it is that you want, and you're opening yourself up to new passion there. Okay, so wonderful position to be in. Great advice to yourself, Virgo. I love that. You know, whenever I'm wrestling with something, I either go to my Virgos or my Sagittarians for advice. Also Cancerians as well, you know, they're my soul tribe people. I mean, not that I don't go to other signs, of course I do. I always like to get a balanced view, but you know, if I want cold hard truth sometimes and a logical sort of this is how it is, these are the facts, you can take it or leave it. I love going to my Virgos. Okay, anyway, the High Priestess is about intuition and also some sort of secret knowledge. The High Priestess is I feel like there is going to be someone who tells you how they feel, so get ready for that, Virgo. I'm not sure if you want that person. I mean, you may do, but the cards that I've picked so far, well, I haven't picked them, Spirit have suggested that it's not something you want to invest in, okay? But the High Priestess says, again, it's like you're going to have a psychic bond with someone. As soon as you meet that person, you're just going to know. Okay, the High Priestess says some things are meant to be understood with the intuition or the instinct and not with the logical mind, and that's love, right? So I do feel like although there's a bit of caution here, I feel like there is an element of protectiveness, but I do feel like you're going to meet someone who actually steps out of the shadows and is on the same wavelength as you. Let me just pull a quick card on that High Priestess before we move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful, the Moon card? Ha, the uncertainty, absolutely. The Moon card and the Two of Cups. So yeah, it's uncertain. You may feel frustrated. You may feel, a little bit confused about, love and how there's a lack of, and then all of a sudden out of the shadows, Two of Cups steps your soulmate. So I do feel like you're going to meet someone just out of the blue. And I feel like it is soulmate, someone who meets you halfway. Two of Cups says it's balanced, harmonious. There's a lot of love. No more doing all the legwork, Virgo. If you found that you're the sort of person who's always, doing extra in a relationship, know that should be more balanced. And in this relationship, Two of Cups, that's two people bringing their full cup of love to the table and sharing it with each other. Okay, so I do feel like very positive soulmate energy coming through for you there. As I said, it may feel uncertain, but then all of a sudden, boom, there it is. Now, hope and a fear, we got the Temperance card. You have waited a long time. You've had a lot of patience, and it may even make you feel frustrated. You may feel like, oh, I've been waiting such a long time, but nothing's happening. Perhaps, the fear is, you've waited such a long time that you feel like nothing is going to happen, and you may feel frustrated or out of balance. But the Temperance card says, during this time where you're, not doing anything, when it comes to love, whether you're seeking it, maybe you're actively online looking for love, or whether you're putting yourself in, group settings, either networking or, putting yourself on courses online to learn something new that really excites your mind. And there you would meet someone who sort of vibes with you and is interested in the same things as you, for example. Whether you're doing all of those things and nothing's catching, this indicates that your patience will pay off, but you may be in that period working out what it is you want. This is about re-examining priorities. It's about, looking at life's meaning and purpose. It's about looking at those people who stay in your life and those who flee from your life. It's about building a solid, stable, grounded sort of energy in your world. And I feel like, you haven't been lazy while you've been not having any love. I feel like you're going out there, happening to life, doing things for your career or building a solid foundation for you, creating harmony and balance in your world and getting yourself ready. I feel like you're prepared. So I would say get ready for love, because I feel like it is pretty, this is the near future. And I just clarified the High Priestess, which is the external environment for October, and a Two of Cups came out. So I would say get ready for love. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, can you please? Thank you so much. They want two more cards in this position. We got the Justice. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can can you please guide my beautiful Virgos? What do they need to know? Thank you so much. That person who is thinking about you, that King of Swords is coming as well. Okay, this is a final outcome kind of energy. We've got a Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, did we not get a Ten of Pentacles with that person who's thinking about you too? Anyway, there is new love, but I do feel like there is someone, as I said, we've already discussed that, so I don't need to repeat myself. Ooh, one more. That's okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? Okay. The Hierophant. Wow. Okay. So we got Justice card. So this is basically about weighing up your options. Okay, so I felt this energy throughout your reading that you do have a choice. Perhaps you're going to have more than one option coming through in terms of new love, but it may be someone that you're thinking about, or maybe someone who's thinking about you as well, who throws himself into the mix. But the Justice card says you have to make a decision, and your decision, of course, will affect your future actions. This is about fairness. It's about equality. It's about balance. This is about you getting the right relationship that is meant for you, Virgo. This is good karma, okay? Also, we got the, especially since it's in the upright, I mean, if you're currently going through some legalities, for example, you may find that you win and that there is a financial payout here and it's really successful. I mean, if you're going through something like that, you may actually meet somebody during that process. So I'm not going to rule that out because Justice is the card of legalities as well. But the King of Swords says someone is thinking about you. They think before they act. And the Ten of Pentacles says that they're going to offer everything that they have to give. Okay, so this could be Gemini energy, could be some Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's also Libra. But I feel like there's a lot of energy coming through on this reading. So I feel like this person's got, the new love has got very strong water placements, but I feel like they've got quite a few placements in different areas. King of Swords, I feel like in terms of new love for a King of Swords, I feel like this person is very honest, very open, very, you know, truth is everything to this person. They're not someone who, how can I put that? I feel like they are spontaneous, you know, especially if they're an air sign. They're very creative, very adventurous, very exciting to be with. But it's someone who, you know, they think about the repercussions of their actions. So I feel like they're very mature in that sense. This could be someone who is either a little bit older than you, Virgo, or someone who is the same age as you. Someone who, you know, they've been there, done that, got the t-shirt kind of person, and they know what it is to have been taken advantage of. I feel like this person makes sure that they are responsible with their actions. You know, I really think they think things through before they invest in things. So we got a Ten of Pentacles here. This person wants to settle down. This person wants to build a family tree with you, Virgo, is what I'm getting. You know, this person will settle down with you, you know, build a home. Whether you want to get married or not, that's your call, Virgo. But we do have the Hierophant, which is a marriage card right here. But it could also be that you learn a lesson and you walk through life with this person and, you know, you tell your grandkids, if that's what you want, about the way that you met. The Ten of Pentacles, as you can see, we got a tree there. So that's about the rings of life, you know. So I do feel like this person is someone who is significant to your journey and, you know, will bring a level of maturity and stability to love. I feel like they invest fully into that love with you. And the Hierophant is knowledge, of course, but also I do feel like it is commitment, a deeper commitment, a maturity there. Now, again, it could be that you meet this person in a place of learning, or someone who is on the same page as you when it comes to the smarts, because you're very intuitive, you're very smart, you're very intelligent, Virgo. So I feel like this is, you could meet this person like where you're growing your knowledge or your skills in order to help you with your job or with you know, a hobby or something like that. So please take it as it resonates. This person's very wise as well. So definitely I see you meeting somebody who is really wonderful, who wants to settle down in a relationship. All is not lost. You're not going to be in that hermit energy for forever, okay? So let us see what other cards are coming towards you. I'm just going to get you a final Atlas of the Oracle by CATRIN Rose Spencer. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgos? What do they need to know? And finally, we get a Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody BERGSMA. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you. Now they're just saying to me tandem, tandem. Now, whenever I think tandem, tandem is like tandem, to do something as a duo, maybe like a tandem bike, a bike made for two people. I'm not really sure. So tandem, I mean, tandem could be your name, or it could be a nickname, or it could be a place. They just said tandem, so I'm not really sure how it will resonate to your reading. So please take it as it resonates. Maybe you're reading a passage of text and you just read the word tandem as you're listening to this reading. So there we go. We've got socks, okay? Life can't always be lived to the fullest, being a homebody. Don't let your socks stop you from feeling the grass. Introspective, coziness, complacency, okay? And because you're in that hermit energy, you know, maybe you feel like you've been in your little cave for a little while, Virgo, and it's time to get out there, because sometimes we can get stuck in a rut by being complacent or feeling like a homebody. You know, we can just get caught up in that energy and forget that there's a big old wide world out there. Of course, when the world goes back to some sort of normal for you to explore it, this is about coming out of a comfort zone. And when you reduce it, number 22, 2 plus 2 is 4, which is the Emperor card. So it's about taking action. So if you're feeling like your love life is a little bit stagnant, maybe do something that makes you come out of your comfort zone a little bit in order to find love, okay? So whether that's put yourself on online dating, or, you know, book yourself on a course that doesn't feel like you're going out there looking for love. You're going out there to fulfill your own needs, enrich your knowledge, maybe learn a new skill, or be excited, enthusiastic about something. And there you meet someone who matches your passion for something that you're passionate about, okay? So we've got Raven Shaman. So this is this psychic energy that I was talking about. It says, you are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. There is a power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. So yeah, love is mysterious. It is, you know, uncertain, but it is showing up in your world, okay? And I do feel like you will overcome an obstacle and you'll meet someone who vibes on the same frequency as you. I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgos? What do they need to know? Okay. Oh my gosh. We have got, basically we got the lucky cat, okay? So this is about independent spirit. Also, it's about loving yourself first fully before you extend your love to others, okay? Very important. People forget that, especially Virgo, you being a typical sign of service, as it were. You know, sometimes you put others' needs before yours. So just be mindful of that. Also, it's a lucky cat, which means there's an element of fate. You meeting somebody. Where would you like this? They want it on the Ace of Cups, okay? I mean, maybe, because right now they're showing me someone bending down in the street and stroking a cat. Now, I can't imagine you're listening to this reading and stroking, you know, bending down and stroking a cat in the street. But maybe, I mean, maybe that's how you meet somebody. Maybe you're stroking someone's cat and they're like, oh, hey, that's my cat or whatever. And you strike up a conversation and then all of a sudden there's a commonality. You start, I'm not sure how it resonates. I'm just trying to see how it may resonate to your situation. But they're just showing me someone stroking a cat in the street. I mean, that's a typical thing, but yeah, anyway, please take it as resonates. We've also got an angel wing here, so you are protected at this time and you're being guided to the right person, Virgo. They want you to be aware of that. They want me to put this on the Hierophant, okay? Because they've been guiding you all the way through. Please reach out to them if you ever need any help. They don't tend to sort of intervene unless you're in immediate danger. But if you're wrestling with something, or you're trying to manifest new love there, tell them what you're looking for, and they will help you find it. Okay. Also, we got the engagement ring, so there's definitely a higher level of commitment coming on in here for you. I feel like you will meet somebody that you vibe with and actually settle down with. Also, the engagement ring can talk about cycles because it is a full circle there. So either closing down a cycle or ending a cycle, or, I mean, we've already clarified if you're wanting to sort of reconnect with somebody and learn a lesson with them, because that Hierophant there can mean that two people are learning a lesson and spiritually ascending because of it and coming together in union. Okay, where would you like this? Where would you like the one on the Hierophant card? Of course they do. So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Virgo. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo. Love and light.